Hi everyone, this is Ms. Matthias, and I'm going to walk you through how to create an annotated bibliography for the sources in your essay using MLA formats. Annotated bibliographies consists of all the sources you use in an essay, and it includes two things per source. One, the citation, and then two, a description of why the source is credible. MLA is very specific about its formatting and the formulas that you use to cite your source, and it depends on the type of source. In our case, we are only using online articles, and so what you see in front of me is the same document that you will have. Yours will be completely blank. Mine, however, has the formula for online articles and websites. So let me just walk you through that right now. You always start with the author's name. Now, please note that you start with the author's last name, then the first name. MLA is also very specific about the punctuation, so please note the comma that goes here and the period right here. Then you will write the article title. Note that you are using quotation marks for article titles. You're not going to bold it, underline, italicize. You're simply going to use quotation marks. Next, you'll write the publisher and or website name, followed by the publication date, if you have it, then the location. When I say location, I mean the page numbers that you used from that article and or the URL. All right, so I'm going to walk you through how to create the citation for Katherine Johnson, or specifically the article you used for Katherine Johnson. I am going to use page 10 of the explanatory unit packet, which should have already been filled out because we created this annotated bibliography graphic organizer. So I'm just going to use this information here. All right, so starting with the author's name, I'm going to type that right here, Mary, comma, Stephanie. Then I'm going to type out the article title. That is Katherine Johnson, Trailblazer, and Brilliant Mathematician. Period, then quotation marks. All right. My publisher or website name is the Washington Post. Now, note how I'm going to italicize this. Then write Washington Post, unitalicize, comma. The publication date that we have here is 2016, comma. And I don't have the URL, so I am going to just put the page numbers that I used. So let's say that I only used page 1. So I'm going to write page 1. So that is a citation. Now, the next thing you have to put here is your description of why the source is credible. A strong description is, at the very least, 3 sentences and includes at least 3 reasons for why the source is credible. So you would use whatever you wrote here. So I'm just going to use the same sentence friends. All right, I'll say first, this source is credible because you'll type your first reason. All right. And then another reason this source is credible is, and then I'll include my last reason here, finally. Now you might be wondering, how do I come up with reasons for why the source is credible? If you go to the next page of your unit packet, page 11, you'll see something called the source credibility checklist. So what I recommend is you look through each of the 8 reasons and you see which of these reasons apply most to this article. Here's an example. The first one says, is the author or company, organization, or website clearly identified? If we look back at the article, yes, all of that is. The author is very clearly stated as well as the websites. So because we know exactly where it came from and who wrote it, that is a reason why it's credible. Okay? So then I would repeat that process and try to find at least two more reasons of why this source is credible. And just by doing that, you should have one entry in your annotated bibliography. Now, the last thing I want to walk you through is using an online source that could help you create citations. This is a citation generator. Um, this is through Purdue OWL. And so I'm going to click on that right now. It should look just like this. All right. So you will make sure that you are citing a website, and this is where you will put the URL. All right. So if I go back and now I'm going to use the Mary Jackson article, you'll see that the link to this article is right here. I'm simply going to copy it, go back here and paste it here, then hit cite. It should walk you through creating the citation. So it shows that it found that same exact article, and I'm going to click cite. It then reviews your information. Make sure you look through this and make sure that all the information is correct. So it found the article title, the URL, website title, um, and the date that you accessed it and the date that it was published. Then we'll hit continue. Now this is to make sure that you make any changes in case the generator missed something or incorrectly put something. All right. So it has the article title. Wonderful. Now the author, I see that it didn't include the author's name. So I'm going to put that here. The author's first name was Margot. Middle name was Lee. And last name was Shetterly. All right. Then the website was NASA. The publisher was also NASA. It has the URL. We can display the URL. And all this looks great. So then I'm going to complete the citation. You may need to watch a sponsored message. Okay. And then your citation should be complete. So you will simply copy the citation you made and then go back to your paper. And all you have to do is paste it. All right. And there you have it, your citation. And then make sure you include your description here. All right. If you want to strive to be exceeding in the way that you format your citations, I'm going to walk you through the very specific way you do that. Now, if all you did was just have your citation here and your description, and you leave a space between your first and second citation, that is totally fine. Now, if you want to go above and beyond, then I'm gonna walk you through how to properly format the citation. All right, so what I'm going to do is take my whole citation like this. If you notice at the top, there is this caret and bar, right? This blue caret and bar. I'm gonna take the whole entire thing and I'm gonna move the indentation to 0.5. Then I'm going to take the bar, just the bar, and you may have to like toggle back and forth to get it, just like that, and move it back to 0. All right, so that's how you properly indent a citation, and I would do the same exact thing for my other citation. Move the whole entire caret and bar, then try to just move the bar back to 0. There you go. All right, and there you have it, your annotated bibliography.